Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. We are going to be doing the 1.3 Trailblaze quest here now. I am super excited for this because I think Yukon's going to be a part of it, and there's going to be some more interesting bits on Imbibitor. The team I'm going to be running through the quest is going to be Imbibitor, Yukong, Bailu, and then Tingyan. You know, 'cause destruction, right? So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that right now. My hope here is no.
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
First thing out of her mouth. I don't think I can ever get used to this.
It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Damn, well, calling her out on it.
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised. They're finally here! Yippee!
What benefits? I don't remember promising anything.
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
Okay. Welcome back, Yugami, to the stream. I appreciate this. How are you doing today? We just started the 1.3 story.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Wow, nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Now that we're going to treat you as the highest diplomats we possibly could have, we're also going to have way more errands for you to run for us. Thanks.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
March, have you met these people?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's Resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective.
Not a recap. I don't need a recap.
If you could go
I
through
don't
it
need
all
a
with me,
recap episode.
so I can
Anime,
reacquaint
stop.
myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin?
Perhaps we should just not. Let's discuss Fantilia first. Let's talk about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Let's discuss the Stellaron. I think we already have the gist. We do, but I'm going to go through it all just in case I did miss any finer details.
It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction.
But I am actually glad they're going to clarify some things, because I'm still curious what the hell happened to Dan Shu.
The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a reevaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
Facts.
When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
So my problem with that whole scene, and I think I talked about this a little bit in my 1.2 reaction, is that when it switches to Tingyun and she walks up and like flicks the abundance creatures, right? We don't see Dan Shu at all. Like, she just disappears. Like, she just disappears from the scene. We don't talk about her, nothing. I guess we're supposed to assume she was destroyed with everybody else, but it's just weird that she wasn't there at all. It's also weird that she never addresses us in the situation, because so Hoyoverse kind of wrote themselves into a corner with the Dan Shu quest, right? They gave you options to be like, hey, I'm going to take the pill, I'm not going to take the pill. Hey, I'm going to let her go, I'm not going to let her go. Hey, I'm going to be your friend, I'm not going to be your friend, etc., right? And for some reason, they cut that out of the main story and put it as a side quest that is possibly actually skippable. You can just say, I'm not going to do it. And the reason they did that, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know the reason why they chose to do that. Like, they just totally cut out all the nuance of that storyline and just put it in the side and said, you can skip this if you want. You won't get any of the rewards for it, obviously, so you may want to go do it. But it's not actually important to the story anymore. Like, we don't care. Like, and it's weird, and I don't like it, and it really irritates me. And it will always irritate me because I feel like it was a cop-out for them to not, like, give you actual agency in the story, if that makes sense. So I don't really appreciate what they did with that. It really kind of irritates me because it paints everything way too black and white, and I'm not sure if that's a Chinese culture thing or has to do with the governmental stuff or whatever. I don't know if it's politically related, but it just seems very weird that they painted it. They basically changed it to being, instead of being a nuanced story of people suffering, it became, abundance bad, hunt good. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't like it. It's a dark point in the story, and I will never forget it, and I will never stop bringing it up years from now when we've moved way past this and people have forgotten all about this point in the story. I will keep bringing it up because they had an opportunity, I think, to do something different, and they didn't.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way. But we still managed to kick butt and save the Luofu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything.
I love how they just have a non-answer
create our
again.
own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true.
Okay.
Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something
I
was
don't care. I don't.
Be happy.
Again, they're taking away a lot of agency from a lot of this again. We're like, you're clearly upset that the Stellaron hunters are controlling. No, I'm not upset. It doesn't bother me.
Actually, I was wondering if
I would love to
Diviner
like
Fu
just
could
interrupt
do
her and
me
be
a
like,
favor.
actually, March, I don't care. You're right. It doesn't matter. Right?
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster.
Zuyi, yeah. I think.
You have guests. I shall
I'm
take
actually really excited for whenever she releases as a character, because she's got that I'm gonna be a character in the future energy. I don't know if it's a 4-star or 5-star, but yeah. I love this music.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, so every voice line, every piece of Tingyun's personality was very finely crafted to be endearing, to be helpful, to be beneficial, all these other things. And it's insidious. It is insidious. It actually says a lot about Fantilia's designs on the Luofu, that she was able to infiltrate to such a deep level to be like good friends, best friends with, not necessarily best friends, but good friends with Yukong in only 30 years, in a long life species time frame. It's very interesting. Also, stop hurting Yukong, please. Stop it.
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept.
Yeah, I bet. After all the other hardships you've already been through.
Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
Hell yeah.
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell, as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians.
So Foxians are still a long life species, but they're like more like, what it sounds to me is like Foxians kind of live like elves or like dwarves in like classic fantasy, where they live to like several hundreds of years. But it sounds like Xianzhou natives live to like thousands of years. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. Still long life.
Countless
Just a
Cloud
little
Knights lost
bit
their
different.
lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away.
300 to 400, yeah, for Foxians. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That means they're more like dwarves or gnomes, where they live to 300 to 400, whereas like Xianzhou natives, the human natives, are like more like 8 to 1,000 years or so, which is more elf, I guess. Old elf, anyways.
All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, We honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them.
I like this. That's a cool concept.
And indeed, all residents of the Xianzhou.
This is actually really important that I think a lot of people don't realize, and it was something I encountered a lot when organizing my mother's ash spreading at sea. The funeral is not for them. A burial is not for the person who has passed away. Yeah, it's cool to have, like, you know, to put them to rest, so to speak, but what you're really doing when you're putting them to rest is putting them to rest for yourself, is putting those feelings and those emotions away and sort of trying to find that relief and ability to move on past this point. Like you're putting a bookmark on it, a place where you can go to or think about, to reminisce and to indulge in thinking about the good times or even the bad times that you had with that person. But it is for you. It is for the people that are left behind. Always remember that. It's not about them. It is actually about you. And that's okay.
It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish.
Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss
Oh,
Ting
this just would
Yun.
make it so much worse. Because there's genuine, like, feeling there.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow.
Ew.
A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me
cute.
that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today? Oh, Miss Ting Yun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. all of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend, seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it. We should drink a cup to her memory.
That's actually got me kind of sad. Not gonna lie, that one's getting me. Oof, oof, oof. All right, nope, nope. Hold it back. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it together. New tea, Ting Yun's Blend. Damn. Damn. Because I'm so to my point about it being Fantilia making it much worse, that doesn't mean I don't like Ting Yun and I don't feel that connection there. It just makes it sour more, and I like the idea of that in concept, is that we did have a real friend in Ting Yun in terms of, like, from our perspective it was real, but from Fantilia's perspective it was always just a manipulation, which just makes it all that much worse. It also makes it so you could have a weird connection later on when she shows back up again, being like, well, we were friends, you know, or something along those lines. So.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it.
So an interesting aspect of this too is that Ting Yun's personality could, in fact, just be another aspect of Fantilia's personality. Even I want to destroy everything kind of person can have interests and hobbies and all that stuff, right? So it might not necessarily have been fully faked, right? The best lies have a glint of truth in them.
She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I'd bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Ting Yun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Ting Yun must be real busy, right?
That's so interesting. No, I'm telling people the truth. Ting Yun is the repressed side of Fantilia.
This is real, right?
Bam. Straight up. Straight up.
The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Ting Yun.
Like, I don't like the first answers because it feels like, because the way they're phrased is like, if I hit that, am I not going to tell them that Ting Yun's dead or not here, or like what didn't happen to her? Because I feel like people should know.
I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
I'm already on it. That sounds delicious.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Ting Yun intended to gift it to.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned.
Wait, was the war against the Abundance only 30 years ago? I thought it was like 100 or so years ago. Okay. That was recent then.
The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Luofu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again.
I feel like the dialect should have been slightly different for the fact that we did Hearst Quest.
Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Luofu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years.
I want to point out then that it extra increases the likelihood that Ting Yun was Ventilia all the time, because the idea is that you work from within, you build them up to break them down, you get to all the inner workings, you make friends with the highest level of government. Like, there's just
I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Luofu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me, those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames.
facts. We still need you, Yukon. Yamakaster seal, the T named out. Can I put all of it on there? I don't want to just pick one thing. That seems like so lame. But honestly, if I had to choose, I think I like the soul-soothing paper kite the most. The Ambassador's seal is a thing too. But
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
oh, I can put it all. Okay.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Luofu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
Cool.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end.
Yo, oops. Hold on. I want to talk to other people, but that's okay. Wait, why is Jinyu on there? Isn't he supposed to be sick? I'm confused. Good question.
I once held the same ceremony on the Feng Hu, some 30 years or so ago now. Painful memories don't ever fade away with time. I don't want to bear witness to those scenes again. Once I've finished handling the various tasks at hand, I want to aid the Cloud Knights in their investigation. I'll fly out on a star skiff and trace Ting Yun's original flight path onto the Xianzhou.
Yukong headed back into the skies.
Rest
It looks
assured,
like her sky journey is
leave
not
no
over.
stone
Seems she's gonna go back to
unturned.
touching the sky. Awesome. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go on a journey. Let's go on a journey together, Yukong. Come with us, please. Please. Please.
present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
You know what's funny about this, or what's interesting about this, is Jingyuan is the Ningguang of the Lila story, right? It's like, oh, you did a great job helping us and all of that stuff. Now you get to, here's your reward. Even down to the white hair and gold eyes. Well, she has red eyes, but yeah. Jade is very important in this culture.
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken.
I feel like that's a part of the Cloud Knight's oath as well. I think I remember Jingyuan saying that in the trailer, in the animated short.
The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here.
Oh, this is totally gonna come up later. And then like an epic moment of like, pull out the jade abacus, summon the Xianzhou ship, summon the Electro Counts.
No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Oh, that's gonna come back so hard later on. I can feel it. That's gonna be great.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Shut up, March. God damn it. Shut up, March.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yeah, no. That's like, honestly, part of me is like, I hope this doesn't come up at all for like years. Like we like forget about it, and it just comes back up in like a critical moment, like 4 or 5 years from now.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Why am I the one being all nervous?
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Dan Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict.
Yeah.
While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Jade Abacus of Allying Oath. On one half of the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath, gifted to you by Jingyuan, hold on to the Jade Abacus and send out information, and the other half will immediately receive it, no matter the distance. The Luofu Cloud Knights will surely arrive at your side and carry out your request. Nice. Plan for the future after discussing with an optional. Before you return to the Express, bid farewell to the people you got to know on the Xianzhou. Ugh. That's so many people. I don't know.
I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson.
Did you? You got your ass beat 3 times, bro.
Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
We could schedule in a couple of rounds. I'm okay with that.
Safe travels.
Never doubt Yanqing's determination to like learn, though. I may like, you know, rag on him because he did get his ass beat 3 times, but he got his ass beat 3 times, mind you, by like 500+ like masters and a dragon god. So, or a dragon demigod. So let's put it in realistic terms here. There's a lot of people I would love to talk to. The problem is, one of them I'm not going to be able to find. One of them is Dan Shu. Because I'm still, like, I really irritates me. They just gone from the story. Gone from the story, nothing. Now I gotta find all these people. That's the problem. So I gotta run around and look for these people. I'm gonna go over to Dan Shu's spot. Is that the kid? It's the kid.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
Is that you, Big Brother?
It's the young blind girl.
I knew it was you by the sound of your footsteps. You're leaving? Thank you for helping me. And thanks to Dan Shu, too. I should be taller the next time you're back, so I won't be such a burden on everyone. By the way, is Dan Shu okay? Me and my friends are worried about her. We haven't heard from her since the last time she delivered the medicine.
Now's a good time to
She's dead. Oh, so she's dead. She's just straight up dead. Okay. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna do what Dan Shu did with this girl. I'm going to be truthful with her, because apparently she's dead. That irritates me so much. I could go on a long rant. I'm not going to. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna move on. Because apparently it doesn't matter. It should, but it doesn't matter. Cool. So we're just...
Dead. What does dead mean? It doesn't mean going to a really, really, really far away place forever and ever, and never coming back? Like my mommy and daddy?
God, this is not easy. She committed a serious crime, was executed on the spot. You can be as harsh with her as you were as Dan Shu was, and I feel like I need to be. Oh, it's terrible.
Figured now's a good time to come back to life.
That is one way of putting it. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, in the end, it doesn't even matter. But I'm gonna be honest.
So, Dan Shu will never come to see us again? Thanks for telling me, Big Brother. Like Dan Shu always said.
Facts.
We can't
expect life to take care of us forever. You're absolutely right. She was right. Ugh. I feel like I'm one of the few people who like legitimately seem to have understood Dan Shu's position on any of this, because we're just ignoring it now. It irritates me.
Bye-bye, Big Brother.
As I said in the 1.2 story reaction, I may, like, Dan Shu may have been wrong, or was wrong in her execution of things, right? But nothing... I'm saving this. This kid needs to be remembered. But the initial point that she was trying to make, and the initial concept and idea behind the suffering that she was going through, still, like, it bothers me that it's just kind of brushed away.
That tree remained dead for
Bye-bye, Big Brother.
Bye-bye, Xiao Yu. I wonder how many people will actually come over here and like talk to this little girl and let her know that the woman who tried to give her some sort of like reality, like so that she could understand and grow and be strong. Because I've seen a lot of other reactions to like the Dan Shu situation. They're like, oh, she's so mean to this little girl. She's a terrible person and all these other things. Like, nah. Even the little girl doesn't even see it that way. She understood. So it just bothers me. Darcy blows. Bye, Lou. What's up?
Hello! To start your next journey. That's great! I can't wait to escape the commission again.
Huh?
Oh, make sure you come visit. Next time you're here, we'll put my plan into action.
Hell yeah, Balu.
I've got it all figured out. We sneak out, head over to Arm Alley, and pick out on the snacks there.
Sounds fun.
It's a deal.
Facts.
And don't forget to come see me if you get any headaches, fever, tendon pain, joint pain, anything. My treatment is on the house.
Awesome. That guy needs to be a new character. I agree. We need to find the Cloud Knight that like helped us infiltrate the Sanctus Medicus. Oh god, these are the bully kids, hateful kid, mean kid. Oh god, can we talk to them? We can.
What do we do now? We don't really have to turn over a new leaf, do we?
Yes, you do.
No way. We pretend to obey the grown-ups, then get back to business as soon as we get the chance.
Hey, what are you looking at? This is our conversation, okay? Why does this Outworlder seem so familiar to me?
Hey, boss! I recognize him! He's the guy who messed with us last time! Ugh, I remember now. Last time we dealt with this one, we got into big trouble.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who betrayed us, right? We've been ordered to change our name from the Luofu Trio to the Luofu Study Club. It's so embarrassing. Now no one's gonna respect us anymore.
So tell us, how much compensation are you gonna give?
Trying to flee?
The fact that you can go over here and say goodbye to these kids, these asshole kids who were abusing the blind girl. Literally, I said this before, I'll say it again. All three of these kids need immediate correction. They should all be in juvie, like just immediately. They're just the terrible. They need correction right now. Something. Lock them up.
Just forget
it's
about
terrible.
It. Let this bad omen off the Luofu so we can get on with business. Just go then. What's it got to do with us? You think we're friends or something? You want to say goodbye to us?
No, I want to tell you kids that if you keep messing with that girl, I'm gonna come back and it'll just mess up all of your days. That's all I keep saying, okay?
Dan Shu? Who's Dan Shu?
She's the leader of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The one everyone was talking about.
Sanctus Medicus? What do you want with me?
You want us to join you or something?
Stay away from Xiao Yu, you hear? Otherwise, yes, let's go.
You guys must think you're pretty tough. Bullying kids like us out in the open?
Yeah, straight up. Have us arrested then. Straight up.
Throw in the towel, boss. They're playing for real. If you want to start a fight with the Disciples, I'm out.
Am I terrible? Am I a petty person for doing this? Yes. Do I care? No.
I guess you're right. These guys mean business. My mom said they ate 3 or 4
That's terrible. You were literally going around your parent. No wonder these kids are terrible. It starts with the parents, man. It always starts with the parents. No wonder your parents are terrible. Telling people that Sanctus Medicus is eating 3 or 4 kids for breakfast. When
Yeah. Hey, you! We promise not to bully Xiao Yu again. If you promise not to mess with us.
Okay. Depends on your end of the bargain, kid.
Okay. We promise. But you have to keep your word too.
That's awesome.
Then, as the Luofu Trio, we...
Shh! We're the Luofu Study Club now. Don't say anything about the trio. You ought to be more afraid of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Good thinking, boss. Long live the Luofu Study Club.
Okay. That's really cool that this is even here. The fact that this is even here. Okay, I'm gonna give a little bit back to Hoyoverse for actually putting this here to continue, like, to kind of sort of follow up on the Dan Shu story a little bit. Even though she apparently was killed during that last scene.
Are you off then? The Xianzhou Luofu is all the richer for your brief time with us. I offer blessings on behalf of the Skyfaring Commission on the eve of your departure.
Like, legitimately, if I was here right now, I would be trying to woo Yukong. I'm just saying.
If you require resupplying during your journey, you can always count on us.
Because I genuinely just want to spend more time with this character. It's not even like it's like a little bit more than even just like a down bad situation. I really, really like Yukong. I think D-Ting is also here too.
Remains
yes.
as it did
Awesome.
yesterday.
I'll talk to D-Ting. Hell yeah, let's go. Front paw draws an arch in the air with its round head, turns around and runs off in the distance. Looks like yes, let me show you. Oh wait, shit. Oh, was that a chest? Random chest. I'm pretty sure I had all the chests. Let's go. Is this a gift for me? Turns around and sits down, suddenly waiting to see you open the chest and get something nice. I guess dog really is man's best friend after all. Nope. Yo! Yo! Turn gift from parting with D-Ting. It only takes 3 days to analyze the entire because of the Artisan Commission and customize its own staff profile pic. Master Artisan, I found this in the payroll. What's this money for? Nice. Nice. Okay, see, and this is why you do optional stuff. And this is why I'm also glad there is optional stuff. Let's go. 1.3. So this is
There's a
interesting.
dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. You're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
I hope on the next planet, Himiko goes out with us, and we leave March behind, and like Don or Wells continue to go with us or something.
Next time,
please.
I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
No. Leave March
Since
behind.
when did...
Meanwhile, in the shackling prison. Oh shit. Whoa.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Oh no.
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Ooh, Mora. Okay, no. Ooh, that got me. That got me. That got me. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. All of a sudden, like, all right, Locha is working with. So Locha is working with Jing Liu, but also they were the ones who brought Possibly the ones who brought the Stellaron on. I'm so confused. Interesting. But he is an enemy of the abundance, but he gets his power from the abundance. It's very interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. Huh. Okay. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. I'm definitely ready for more. I'm super excited. There's so much. There's so much stuff back there. There's so much stuff back there. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, again, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.